Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new movie review. Today I watched They Cloned Tyrone featuring Jamie Foxx, a lady from the Marvels, can't remember her name, Tiona Paris I believe, okay yeah, and John Boyega, which is set in present day Los Angeles I guess, and these three characters discover a secret which the government has been hiding for them for a long time. So anyway, I really enjoyed this movie to be honest. Like I first of watched the trailer, I was really hyped. Like the fashion, the clothes they were wearing was really drippy, man. Like Jamie Foxx had like a long red leather coat, and Tiona Paris had like this yellow fur coat, which was pretty drippy. So I guess I just pretty much like the vibe they were going like kind of 80s, 70s, 90s ish, but it's still set in present day, which is pretty cool. While was watching this movie, you also had like a filter on the movie, I guess, which is like not really blurry, but like you had a specific filter on which like had really tiny little crisps on the screen, which kind of referred back to the like 70s ish vibe, right? So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's present day. To be honest, it is really like a detective movie, and it's not really about detectives, right? It's more like yeah, gangsters, criminals, I guess, because John Boyega plays a drug dealer, which that's kind of weird. So I mean, drug dealer discovering a secret mystery, or I guess, or something. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So John Boyega plays a dealer or drug criminal, right? Jamie Foxx plays a pimp, which is really weird, but he plays the part perfectly. Like, dude, the guy is very funny in this movie. And Tiona Perez plays a prostitute, so there we go. But this vibe these three actors have is very, very cool. Like, they're funny. Their chemistry is so well done. Like, dude, like John Boyega says something where Tiana Perez and like Jamie Foxx react on, and the Jamie Foxx and Tiana Perez each have little inside jokes, which is really cool. So there we go. To be honest, I think this movie was also pretty dark. Like they sometimes they went inside like dark rooms, because I watched this movie while having like broad daylight, right? And sometimes I need to squeeze my eyes, like what's going on, what's going on. But like that's the only my like nitpick, I guess. But to be honest, I think this is a really enjoyable movie, and the script is really cool. Like there is none that are like almost none scenes where you think, wow, this is a really boring script, man. No, the way they interpret and say the words, like it's really funny. Like obviously the three main characters are black actors, which is really cool, or actors of color, right? And they already have like a very big vibe, I guess. Like three main characters, they speak kind of like not really street language, but they yeah, it is kind of really cool. Like they always say funny stuff and phrases that you don't really hear a lot on the streets, and it's cool. It's cool. I really like the script. You don't really get bored of the script because the way they say the words is really cool, and obviously the sentences too. But yeah, obviously this was about a science fiction mystery that they needed to solve, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think it was not really that mind blowing of a mystery, right? It was like once you get the gist, I guess, you discover what's going on, right? But I also think like one plan was really weird and kind of messed up, right? So you have the main villain, which his idea is actually to make black people into white people, thanks to generations of stuff. You need to watch that movie to discover what's going on there. But yeah, I really liked that part. It was kind of weird, but I would say like okay, yeah, sure. I could see why that could be happening. Like okay, yeah, evolution, right? But uh, there is also well, obviously it's in the title. They clone stuff. They clone people, right? So there we go. But to be honest, I really liked some parts of it. Like there were obviously multiple characters of a few characters, like, right? So there were multiple types of a certain character in this movie, which was really fun, especially at the end, because, you know, that was really cool. So you had obviously John Boyega, right? And you had Joanna Perez and you had Jamie Foxx, but they discover obviously that the government clones and tests on people, and yeah, they find them in some kind of predicament, right? They go to a church which sings songs, and they go to a hairdresser which uses products to mind manipulate people, and you know, it's kind of freaky. Like they go to a chicken restaurant where they eat chicken that makes them laugh. It's kind of funky in a way, but I think it can, you know, it can. But yeah, obviously that's pretty cool. Like it was a really enjoyable movie. It was not really that special. Like it was already pretty cool. So alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And to be honest, the ending was very mind-blowing, I guess. Spoilers alert, but I don't know. Like he had a version of John Boyega watching the television and seeing what's going on, but that guy is the clone, which, you know, he sees himself on this TV screen, and what's like, that's a kind of scene that was like, well, if the guy we're following in the movie, is that the guy who is a clone, or is that just a normal guy? Like, confusing. Clones are confusing, man. Like, dude, that's why Star Wars exists, right? Like Clone Wars, like it is all very confusing if you went from one person which looks like that other person, which is actually that person, but it actually that, you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Goodbye, everyone.
Excuse me, kind sir, but if you could point me to the elevator that leads down to the freaky laboratory,
Don't let the back door.
I'll be out your atmosphere.
Let's get it, man.